Stand back, please.
Slim, right over here.
Stand back, please.
Hey, Slim, please.
Stand back, please.
Keep your hand. Come over me.
That's happy birthday!
Wait, can I use your trophy?
Can we get a selfie, Ann, please?
Can I use your trophy?
Can we get a
Here's something on.
Thanks, man.
Can you tell me on?
Thanks, man.
Please? Yes, please.
Em, quick selfie.
Thank you.
You gotta keep that on until you're 18.
Can I get a selfie for my birthday, please? Gotta go. Can I get a selfie for my birthday real quick?
Hello again and welcome back to another one. And before we get to the main topics today, as you saw, that was Eminem on the streets of Detroit a few hours ago, and this sparked conversations like, imagine needing bodyguards and a limo like that every time you go anywhere. Obviously, he has many positive perks, an incredible amount of cash, but I still feel bad for him and other famous people in situations like that. Careful what you wish for, and Eminem certainly got more than he bargained for, and even on the opener of The Monster, he rapped, "I wanted the fame, but not the cover of Newsweek. Oh well, guess beggars can be choosy. A manifestation of my cup runneth over." The hip-hop version of Michael Jackson on a smaller scale. And check this out, it is a different level of fame. You become untouchable with the amount of security and bodyguards. Sad in many ways, these fans are lucky MFs though. And this reminds me of when Joyner Lucas spoke on how getting in touch with Eminem was like trying to get in touch with the president. And according to reports, Eminem was out and about in Detroit, most likely due to the Adam Sandler show at the Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, and to the fans expecting new music, especially linked to the rumors of the 50 Cent and Eminem album. Some fans have now pulled up 50's reaction to Eminem's interview from late 2024 that many fans forgot about since the latest rumors started to circulate again.
M and 50 Cent doing an album.
That would be great. I mean, I think that we just gotta stop bullshitting and just do it.
I would love to hear it too, so whenever you guys are ready, we'll put it out.
I would never say it's not possible. Shit, I mean,
I would love for that to happen.
That would be gangster.
Yes, that would be very, very dope.
And this was 50's reaction from December. Looks like I'll be back in the booth, eyes emoji, after all. Just gotta do this residency in Vegas first. And when I say people forgot about this, in this case, I'm also people. And before we get to the story about how Charlamagne could have gotten dragged by Drake one time, we got more that's come from the story we covered in the last video, when the Swifties woke up Michael Jackson's fanbase with a viral tweet about how Taylor Swift is now bigger than Michael Jackson ever was. And if you saw our coverage, you know that this was a setup to drag Taylor Swift into the frying pan. And it is still sizzling right now as we speak, following the latest reports of Taylor Swift's projected second week sales after she set the all-time record in the SoundScan era for first week sales of over 4 million sold. And MJ fans got some more ingredients to add to the wok. Taylor Swift's The Life of a Showgirl is aiming for a second week at #1 on the Billboard 200 with 345,000 units, 110,000 pure. So down from 4 million first week, of which 3.479 million were pure sales. And MJ fans wasted no time. 4 million to 345,000 in the second week, and Lip Predicts was on here saying she's bigger than Michael Jackson. You just have to laugh, this album ain't making no noise for real. And the drop-off from 4 million to 345,000 has been going viral, and some believe this is a record in reverse. 4 million to 110,000 pure sales. This is the most front-loaded album of all time. That's one record no one will break except her. And most of this would have been avoided if the Michael Jackson comparison didn't go viral, because at least the conversation would have been about how 345,000 is still huge compared to what artists do today. Because as far as I know, no single hip-hop album has hit 345,000 first week in 2025, and Music by Playboi Carti did less than 300,000 first week, and that's the biggest for hip-hop albums so far in 2025. But the Swifties drag MJ into this, and now look. 345,000 is a flop second week after the 4 million debut. That's not a healthy album run. That's her core fan base exhausting themselves on week 1 just to set a meaningless record. It is all gimmicks and limited editions, not sustained quality. And Adele fans pulled up 25 sales in the United Kingdom, not the United States, to compare the drop-off. That's lower than 25's second to fifth week in the United Kingdom, and I had no idea these UK numbers for 25 are unbelievable, and this meme went viral. Biggest artist in the world went from 4 million to 350,000 in a week. Okay, now to be fair, all in all, in the current era of music, she's the biggest artist in the world, but the comparisons should have stuck to this era only. The mistake was bringing up MJ and the Beatles. And moving on, before we get to the confirmation that Drake and his people looked like they planned to drag Charlamagne one time in real life. If you recall, we covered the story of Drake's lawsuit getting dismissed a few days ago, and many Kendrick fans pulled up receipts of takes from people in Drake's corner that aged like milk, like those from the Rory and Mal podcast. And apparently, they are still doing damage control for Drake even after the lawsuit was thrown out from court. Check out this snippet that's making waves on social media.
When do you think it'll be over? Like, if he loses the appeal, is it over then?
I think it's over when Drake says it's over. Again, I don't know. I don't have the information of, his team, his lawyers. I don't have that information. But I do know, I'm just looking at it, and if somebody is standing on business versus UMG the way he is, I think it's safe to say he has information none of us has. You don't just stand on business if you feel like there's nothing to stand on. He's standing where he's standing for a reason.
And you think the information that he has to do with maybe possible communications between whatever he hasn't been able to access in full discovery. You think that is the information that he has?
I think that he has information where his lawyers are not backing down. Now, again, this is UMG. So first of all, for an artist to be in this position to even have this type of moment with UMG speaks volumes. Like, this is Universal Music Group we're talking about. So this is big in just the fact of who's in court here. But when you see an artist of Drake's caliber standing on what he's standing on, I mean, again, people like to say this has nothing to do with the Kendrick Lamar shit. Kendrick Lamar is not going to court here. This has everything to do with the business side and what the moves and the tactics that Universal pulled behind the scenes to kind of undermine their top artists in the middle of what is a renegotiation. So you're trying to devalue my brand and then trying to renegotiate because y'all know that I know what I'm worth. I know how much money I've generated for UMG over the last 15 years. And y'all know what I'm getting ready to ask for. So it would behoove them to kind of like, let's kind of like send a missile at this guy so we can kind of like put him in a position where he has to take what we offer. And if, again, this is just me guessing, but looking at it, I don't see nobody standing on business or standing on what they standing on like Drake is doing if they feel like there's nothing to stand on. Like this is just some shit he's pulling out of the sky. His team and his lawyers, he is who he is because he has made the right moves throughout his career. He has the right people in his corner. He has the legal team. He has all of these things aligned that make him one of the most successful artists of all time. So yeah, he's in battle against his record label in court. Obviously there's relationships. We now got to get into who may know who at what courthouse and things like that favors may be called in. We don't know.
So that was where I originally thought you were going to go with this argument.
What you're saying, like, all right, yeah, if he has all this information, why wasn't it revealed? Like, it should have been put in this case if he has some stuff that none of us know as lawyers have. Like, I agree. I don't think he is wrong about how he viewed that. I'm sure, yes, UMG did that to Drake in negotiations. But if he has all this info that we don't know about, why the fuck didn't he say it in the first case?
I don't know everything that his lawyers has presented. All I know is if you see somebody adamant as Drake is right now, there's a reason. Other people may think that he's not backing down because he doesn't want to bow out to save face, basically.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I don't think this is that.
So he believes this is far from over, and the only parties guaranteed a win right now are clearly the lawyers involved. And in Drake's corner, some have expanded. Drake's attorneys are in possession of 6 months worth of discovery obtained from UMG recordings and vice versa. Parties are not allowed to leak information obtained through discovery. You save it to present it at trial. Drake's attorneys have likely obtained information that prove the allegations made against UMG recordings, hence why they should appeal Judge Vargas's ruling. They've stated their intent to appeal, which if successful, will give them an opportunity to eventually present this information to a jury. Once the notice of appeal is filed, it will be posted here, but some believe the results of the appeal will be the same. Number 1, new evidence cannot be presented during the appeal. Number 2, judge clearly stated that even if bots or payola were used, his lawyers would have to show how it affected consumers negatively. Number 3, he presented no evidence, just hearsay, which is in her document to close the case, skull emojis. And Mal's also getting cooked en masse. Mal has been wrong about every single thing Drake/Kendrick related in the past 2 years. And before we get to more from Eminem, apparently Charlamagne would have gotten an old-fashioned bum whooping from, quote, Drake and his people if he chose to attend a certain event in the past. Check it out from DJ Envy.
Well, speaking of Drake, when Charlamagne was here last time, which was, I don't know, about a month or so ago, he was talking about like, the beef that he had with Drake. He said at one point, he approached you and Angela Yee and was like, where's the third musketeer?
Yes.
So that actually happened?
Absolutely.
So describe this conversation.
This This was a welcome to Houston party for the Breakfast Club. We were just syndicated in Houston. Huge venue. So, Charlamagne didn't come. Smart. It was me and Angela Yee there. And I remember Sierra was there, Future was there. And all of a sudden, I just started seeing all these huge security guards wearing all black coming to the section. And it was Drake. It might have been about maybe 15 guards, 20 guards.
Damn.
Yeah. And like he said, came up to me and said, "Where's the third Musketeer?" And I was like, he didn't come. But yeah, I'm sure they probably was going to drag Charlamagne around that club that night if he was there. They weren't coming to have a conversation.
And the reactions are split so far. On one end, I can't be mad. Charlamagne has been disrespecting Drake for a long time. Eventually something is gonna happen. And on the other end, this is the ish Benny the Butcher was talking about. Walking around with 15 bodyguards, looking for one person, trying to be tough isn't a flex. It makes you a coward. Facepalm emoji. But what are your thoughts? And before we end it today, the Eminem Show refuses to slow down. Check this out. Eminem's The Eminem Show has now gained over 1 billion streams on Spotify in 2025. And if you recall, it crossed 40 million albums sold a few months back and is still going strong, as you can see. And that will be all for today. And I'll be looking forward to your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.